Hello everyone, I am here to manage the sweetness of your life while controlling your type 2 diabetes. So let us start with busting few myths regarding your food intake. Most of y'all have heard people saying कड़वा खाने से शुगर ठीक होगी या रोज नीम के पत्ते खाओ शुगर सारी निकल जाएगी. But there are also people who don't like sweets or sugar and still develop diabetes. So here the question is diabetes caused only by high sugar intake? And can it be managed by eating kadwa or bitter foods? The answer is a no. Your body's blood glucose or sugar levels are not only dependent on food that taste sweet, like sugar and sweet dishes. It actually depends upon the food that provide you with a high carbohydrate content. Carbohydrate is a type of nutrient which is present in majority of the foods, and that in the body breaks down to glucose and can cause an increase in the blood sugar level. As I said, it is present in all the foods. The proportion or the level is important. Foods with a high carbohydrate content are wheat, maida, rice, nachni, jawar, roots, dry fruits, etc. So now you must be thinking that if these foods tend to increase your sugar levels, then should we not completely avoid it? No, because this foods gives you energy that is required to keep going throughout the day. Hence, the quantity of these foods are important. A qualified dietitian will help you note down the required quantities of such food as it depends upon your physique, your food habits, your physical activity, medical history and blood glucose levels. So now I'll introduce you to a concept called as glycemic index. Glycemic index measures or quantifies the increase in the blood glucose levels caused by a carbohydrate containing foods. So foods that have a higher glycemic index increases your blood glucose levels higher as compared to foods which has a low glycemic index. Whole grains like whole wheat, jawar, bajra, nachni has a lower glycemic index. Refined flours like maida and its product has a higher glycemic index. Even in fruits, mango, banana, chiku, grapes, custard apple have a higher glycemic index than fruits like apple, pear, guava, orange, sweet lime, etc. Hence, all of these carbohydrate containing food should be consumed in moderation. People also say, chini ban karo, gud ya shahad khao. But the fact is, carbohydrate content in sugar, honey and jaggery is the same. Hence, it cannot be a replacement for each other. A perfect replacement for sugar can be a lifestyle modification that does not rely on craving for sweet foods or consumption of a natural sweetener called as stevia. It is derived from leaves of called plant stevia. As it is naturally occurring in nature, it does not have any side effects even on a long-term basis. Now, let me tell you 5 simple rules or tricks to manage your glucose levels. First, consume only one rich source of carbohydrate in all your major meals. Example, in breakfast, you can just consume 1 cup upma or 1 cup poha or 1 cup dalia or anything made out of them. In lunch and dinner, consume only one of the cereal, for example, chapatis or bhakri or rice or anything made of them. Second, combine it with a protein source. Add a glass of milk or a bowl of sprouts or 1 egg preparation to your breakfast. Consume either a cup of thick dal or sprouts or chicken or fish in lunch and dinner. Protein in the meals helps to lower the release of glucose in your blood levels and helps to prevent the spike in the sugar levels. Top it up with a punch of fiber. Always include vegetables and salad whenever possible in the meals, as it reduces the glycemic load of the meals, that is tendency to increase the blood sugar levels post your meal. Fourth, cut the extra carb. Avoid or restrict the consumption of foods that have a higher glycemic index like refined flour, maida product, bakery, bread, curry, toast, butter, pastries, sugar, honey, jaggery and their products, chocolates, fruit juices, high fructose corn syrup, etc. Fifth, enhance your regular diet with 5 superfoods called as functional foods. So I'll tell you the 5 superfoods. First, apple cider vinegar. This was consumed with every meal in earlier times to treat diabetes in the absence of medicines. The acetic acid in them improves our insulin sensitivity and also acts on small intestine to inhibit the extra absorption of carbs. It also optimizes the glucose uptake via the insulin in our muscles. Apple cider vinegar 1 teaspoon can be diluted in a glass of water and consumed daily. Second, methi seeds. I know they are a bit bitter, but they are a rich source of fiber, especially soluble fiber, and also slows down the digestion and absorption of carbohydrates in our body. 1 teaspoon can be consumed anytime in the day. Third is flax seeds, commonly known as alsi ke dane. It helps to improve insulin sensitivity in the body and is also a rich source of soluble fiber. 1 teaspoon can be consumed on an empty stomach daily. Fourth is insulin plant. Leaves of this herbal plant strengthen the cells of pancreas and optimize the production of insulin. The dried leaves of this plant can be consumed daily with a glass of water early morning. Fifth is my favorite, cinnamon powder. Cinnamon powder improves the insulin sensitivity in the entire body. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder can be added in a glass of milk or water and consumed every day. So follow these 5 rules and get in touch with a qualified dietitian to enjoy the sweetness of your life by controlling the blood glucose levels.